Mitanye alo mikatanye. Hien kon jatale. Unu chobe mlin. Ni homo mi ye jatako. Eje ebule mlin ni ebo mbie ke bie kwemo. Noni enapeji penkple mi bioko. Emo penkple ne ni ejoin eke. Penkple ne she ina jatale ke. Bemle ninja tale bahagbe penkpelele kolo agboko jofue ke ho tatale point hien kon ejen eke noni inke ba ye penkpelen bibio ne ani inke ya pe kolo agbole mu e ya penkpelele ti ni point kolo agbole se nyemo shikolo agbole jofue kechonko lemle jatare ho ehi ake ehi akolo agbole ejofui ni kasimoni ya desalemle noko meni yo de le hife ni enyo ni yo komle mi moni mita desane egbeji Sebastian ni bansaki keje kole gono no moni kedamo wulu hieji anan lante Steven kiji otawa design pi keje wodile ye heshibamle ni osumo ni oja adesane kecho wo plama ni gbeji game asanji ye Facebook lo YouTube leno nyerado mitanye alo mikatanye hien kon jatale
Tebole, obeko, oba, biene, GaDangme Saji. Infla mo fi amo kemba biene. Yeah. Kenye na be nyemi chenye, nyemi ni lante mi pe mbesinye biene. Mi menye ni jump on board. But before oba jinshien, nke mi infla mo fi amo kemba biene. O fa ne ko ba bo mo den no share. Biene GaDangme Saji. Biene wo gba or discuss or wogba ni bi ni yano within Ghana and then GaDangme. Wo yoga ke blofo. Wo find a call ba no nuga. Wanyo send blofo. Call send blofo ba kandi. Call no ga ho find a bomoden no send blofo kega. Wo ba bomoden wo kandi wo buchale no kandi ahabo. But mi fala mo femo kemba biene. Biene GaDangme Saji. G&G Show. Nye fear ready. Wobaya. Whilst one me when me wobaya. You stay tuned. Anyeme. As usual. Woba. Ni woba. Ni bi ni yano ye gasa ke Ghana ni bi ami womba oba clone wo jola mi. What we feel like currently relevant, a lot trending there, about discuss. But before about jinshin, mako higbe na ne ninke wish wagamanche a huge happy birthday. No fiano uyinto fe New York and haga. Aban. Agbene, there's a special son of mine. Anita. Okpene o. Imbini. Mene ifomogbini. My wish le happy birthday. My photocopy. Inke happy birthday. Mienche. Uche kume itabiene. Anita. Kemo in small boy again. Inke happy birthday. No fear no ne ken de bata here. Iba chono ni bluffo chole gold. Iba pele. Mimba jomo. Kehigbena pi ken hale. Happy birthday. Debule. Be obaji wo show and she no. Mene o le gidi. Nye Kemba BNN to mama feel very simple. On mishishi. I feel very simple. Where I was here. What I been in here yo. Many topic here. Our first topic nika. Or sure no mene. It's very simple. Bluffo back here. Very simple. Niji. Nanado appoint new board or new boards for GBC and 3 other state media outlets. And Mimba Nima Kande Ehanye many appoint and Hena appoint a Mekewo. A worker was a German, and then we look at the following up question any cashier, low topic any cashier. And Nanado appoints new boards for GBC, 3 other state media outlets. Nanado has appointed new board to the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation and 3 other state media. The appointments were made in accordance with Article 168 of the Constitution and Section 2(1)(e) of the National Media Commission Act 1993 at 449. The other 3 state media outlets with new boards include the New Times Corporation, Ghana News Agency, and the Graphic Communication Group Limited. Below is the following list of appointees. First, the Graphic Communication Group Limited. I appoint Mayor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I appoint Mayor 8. I appoint Mayor 8. Managing Director, Chairman Ebenezer Santi, and then Yao D. Opon, and then Che Brobe, and then Emil Esen Rudolph, and then Professor Kofi Afreni, Nana Ama Opoku, Albert Taite, Juliet Amoa, and many managing directors. They are the new selected or new appointees ni Nana Akufo Addo elected the GBC Corporation. And then Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, that is the GBC itself. Chairman Samuel Kojo, and then Tano Deborah, Francis Dazi netomon lelei. Anyway, Peter Dakwa, Ama Sewa Inti, hello, Ama Sewa NT. Okay. Thomas Brony, Ajay Efriye Nketia, Raymond Kume Akwa, Director General. Okay. And then call back Ghana News Agency. I appoint Nana Jan, Legit Chairman Alexander Mausi, Nana Sefa Tun, Ivy Hutu, and then Kwesi Edu Manti, or Alo Mante, whatever. Reverend Helen Opoku Sarkodie, and then Emmanuel Ohini Afo, General Manager. And then the last one there, New Times Corporation. Kwasi Edu, Chairman. Kwesi Ajay Kesi. And then Teresa Latele Addo. Edu. Edu. Ambassador Lawrence Roland Satu. Charity Binka. And then Menenliake Nleneje but Julia D. Midaroso as the auntie in Niji. Emmanuel S. Safo. And then Muni Gamba, General Managing Director. So these areas need a appointment is New Times Corporation, Ghana News Agency, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, and then Graphic Communication Group. So these are the 4 places need elect new managing directors, chairman, and director generals kewo ne kemajan positions ne under the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. Well, Mugobake ene minos and half-a news. He has the right because the constitution allows it. I don't actually have a problem. Ke agenda could be behind, but there is an agenda. Mukubake minijida agenda. Amakane article ne ehanye, which is Agyapadie. Kote Agyapadie, kon ne she na ke Agyapadie documentaire no. Kon ne she kono to omo because I released almost 3-4 years ago. And Biane float all over because most of Ameni Femo Ebami. To the extent where just a couple of days ago, the president Tepuba neba deny ake meneba but amakandi noni poteni ekeneke GBC appointees ne it can crash, it can fall aligned with Neke Agyapadie ne. Ake hijacking of GBC. Kote Agyapadie page 30. Konde document no Obana. The Ghana Broadcasting Corporation remains the largest media entity in terms of resources and reach. This means that any regime that captures GBC will control the critical mass, especially in rural areas where the private media does not find economically viable to invest. Sadly, the GBC has largely tilted towards the NDC. Perhaps the duration of the NDC as the longest ruling party has ensured that majority of the GBC workers are anti-MPP. We have planned a 3-layer approach to capturing and controlling. Control. I'm a 3 layers. 3 layers. Bejano 10, bejano to 10. Nambanya make capture GBC. Now make control the state. That's the state media. That is the GBC. Capturing and controlling the state broadcaster for good. Firstly, the plan to revoke some of their TV channels will resume in 2021. We have had to backtrack due to the brouhaha surrounding the revocation of their 3 channels. I may try before number that was 2021. Now I try now. I 3 stations. KJ I'm a channel no, but it didn't work because noise they no. It appears the time an election year was inappropriate. So I'm a try. Con would execute this with finance and make the channel available to our party business guys who list is being okay, whose list is being compiled. A number of GBC radio stations will be sold since they are not living up to the tax. Secondly, in our next government, we have to execute a massive agenda where most senior GBC staff would proceed on leave. Others will also be transferred to very remote communities where life appears unbearable. The strategy is to get them. Well, in this particular session, I don't know it on HG. I'm a plan kaja shishije kabagbe I'm a fake bajano to ni unupa ni yo na kan position self abacha kameko ni a favor the MPP. That is one. Two, me ne kola nya ji me ne kola ka ba me je mu ba chon na back ni bi about transfer am onim shin ke ya akloa no majen koko mano towns koko me ami ni ka ke bote je me because no ko poten ya no you become frustrated on jamba je we no bas mo no resign. So I'm a strategy G number 2. Okay, it was from Jeme, and then that I'm a backward the way number take over. Okay, so a number of okay will be list compare a number of the radio stations will be sold. Okay, so amba home radio stations like frequencies amba modern amba home frequencies we can see what is already going on. Anyway, a number of GBC radio stations. I can list you just a year or two ago. Radio stations neighbor MPP related people. Quite most recently, many G this guy's name Kumasi, one of Ameshkacha Meko. If he galam say it's rumored that if you galam say in here no ability radio station, TV station, yeah. Anyway, a number of their radio stations will be sold since they are not living up to the tax. Secondly, in our next government, we have to execute a massive agenda where most senior staff, GBC staff, will proceed on leave. Others will also be transferred to very remote communities where life appears unbearable. The strategy is to get them resign and their positions will be filled with party loyalists. This way, we would not only have taken over the state broadcaster, but our plans to sell some of their frequencies will be met with little on or no hesitation. Thirdly, the last straw is to continue to ensure that the GBC is inflated with inadequate budgetary allocation. Inchomi ake abamodeni ameshika na menaka na kamba cut kuni it atona frustrate am to the point that ke afi any decision because kabe amenya ame complain that will justify. Okay, so this is the last plan. That will justify the need to sell their frequencies. It will also make their leadership even more loyal since they will have to continuously keep mute to get bit of their budgetary releases from the finance ministry. Well, Anyeme, I'm a plan, and the plan is to continue to government no koni onishin but fembo ni wa afia government no koni and ambabo modern na achake will be in ka achake ame with na kind changes ibawa ame to control a whole lot of the state, like ibaya back to most of this MPP loyalists are they onanie ibawa ame na menya make control what goes on, like what kind of news and all that. It was recent appointees from Nana Akufo Addo Jeme to the list any ihanye, as in the broadcasting Graphic Communication Group Limited, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, Ghana News Agency, and New Times Corporation. This is the approach. It was the latest appointees to noning candidate call candidate at the part documenting it have gone through Kehanye Biane no the timing of this new appointees no fiano na my na ka the part document me already in Kane Koni already like I may execute na kamajian plan FM onishishin. Am I surprised? No, I'm not. But 2 days ago, alone bakpa nye President Eba out ni try ni ba deny Eba deny all the allegations. And then he went on saying he's not surprised are linked with this Adipa Agyapadie and Joe Agyapadie document because in the running to the 2008 and 2012 and 2016 elections, he was a target of false rumors and false stories attacking a credibility and integrity. 2008 Quebec Bay, and again 2012 it continues. It continues na kind. It was makot le quick. Again, 2012 election saw false reports of my alleged arrest in the UK for drugs possession and fabricated quotes designed to stir ethnic tension. In 2016, it was alleged by sympathizers of the opposition that I had killed my late wife. Today, with few months to the 2024 elections, they are at it again. The fabricated document entitled Agyapadie is being spread around by operatives of the opposition as evidence of a grand scheme by my party to harness the assets of the state. Le Akufo Addo stand on this particular Agyapadie story. Where I stand there, I think I can about worsen the situation because Mofia monete school ne kaseni, and I always think what they think I can pushing us to go to school I'm in favor. But I know here so much, and plus social media, all these platforms, Facebook, no fiano na we can see we don't need to be in government. Work or have A, B, and then what call the A, B or C. Majority of them are Julogia. Onishishi. Before my channel and onyame eba. And you do eba. Ni? The line freeze.
Oh, mba.
Me flabo can baby ne.
Ofa na yo nyemi.
Okay, be how me to 1 minute my things have been shine magbena ko ni ma cheaper say abono okoke.
Chano mi boboto.
E wo ko compare Agyapadie and John Lebe na mechole documented niji page 30 in Kanye no kwe appointees ne a select, and then okwe a defense from like naked document ne GaDangme neba e woke lelen oliake ebemi shkuna kan 4 years ago or 5 years ago or whichever year ni na can document na boy na kan time jene shobo 2 months no ba shin officer pako wo ba ka ke no na ma fe bemi whilst what take time what we've gone through the document and we've seen okay every single menena VFN it happen it go may happen po I we aka facial mopo eho onushi because no G or Ghana or culture kesani eba or kefi osho mene shiame onani and many this GBC ni ne appointees ne e highlight every single decision every step no take or links back to like I document and nobody now man. Why are you here denying it? We don't need you to come and deny it because it's in our faces. Happy no more. Any fame across board, your ministers, your appointees, your whoever you've appointed there, I may beat whatever is in the book. So why are you here denying? Anyway, Inyemi.
Nyami if mo man can share any bonye egbenom market wa share good evening any bonye ni pako mo je chele o e bi enu o wogele bi enye e bi egbe
abe money ye me bi na good evening
nakano anwo ya mo me no you ole 4 p Inyami yo nupako won gbasaneko ihe kparo ye nwo kesane ya de ken egbomi nga ko ga yue mo ko nebu abe akeshen shi ka yo holo pu ye yo holo ehia ahye mo ya kucho mi ne ba pu ye ni to ake ehia ni yo holo ba ke ba keshen shi o ihe musu ni jele mi bi fe ba na keshen shi ihe musu no ni enwo you here there's but before back there's 1 or 2 ways no ba you ani ya no moko le ko alo moko mepele eko ni mo ya yue no ka ke mo ni yu ya male lojile no nyeka fo eda sino ni ya no adukwale sane ege mabu abe ko ake osula fopo na no ni ya no mumui enu no ni ya no na wote me ni wo ingbe ka ni wo tu egbele ye mini bo ko wo mo osula fo le no ni ya no mumui unu no ni ya no wote me ni wo ingbe ka no wa tu egbele o ta no ke wa ke no ni ya no wo na
oto answer oto ni abo answer
ola
mi question ni ma abo answer
ola ke wo bo wa ya no gashi wo le bi
ama abo answer ko ona ke wo gbe kan bi ahye tato ahye mo ni wo bo le bulu e wo ten e na na ajashika na ashile ba ke la ka ashile na nie wo no na eto de ke woji bulu iji wo simple terms
otu mi school by force ani ya kaseni agwandu na hu by force ani ya kaseni agbeneni ni kase mo kan hi pepepe ni mi kane no ge gme hi ke bi ashi na for mi kane ni ye hi enwe o ke na ga no ni kane o je anu kwale ni no be mi ni teacher for ni cho mi ni ame bulu ji ame alo mi engbe ni ke kane ni na te njomo mi ni na
onana
yo ekola be mi injomo ni yo echo mi echo esese no mi ni mbe pepepe mo
no jinie in question eji e wona fe no ba nobody defender me yen magbo na ehi ona if you me na pa ke in you order and I can own up makake mo fia mo ye igbe na choose a particular political party dey ba yin se shin isho eko no ko ake chale padi na ni yin se na le chale wonder ma onu shishi
unu bo shishe nyemi
yeah ona ni
onu pa fe money
spade yes
nyemi no you onu pa fe money ona tumo biko na eho ika ake shi ihe shi moko ba aka ake shi bi no tofo ni obi o ta shi o me mataba de san bibi one nka gbeke bi ahye na ga male na male wa ge hye ke ahye fufu ike wo wa duru emi no hani nutai e go ma un ka ahye gbeke ko ke 4 year wo ke 4 year no ta shi fi e no ba no fi ano
what does this
ake wo fe ko da ake wo fe kuna wote me ko me wo be no wo fe no na ke wo fe wo tashi an be do na yo me ko de me wo mi no tabi of yo ya no aka si no awo de me no fe bi e ona ni e no etumo again onye no trust gbeke ake 1 + 1 2 2 + 2 4 nege aga gbo no ko so okay oh ona na ka ni ke bo amale onupa ta flat onupa ko se eko e bro back in the face of facts say sanonye no chako dwemo in the face of facts inye maka ka show ngo be mi be ite mi nu shonu aga o shonu ngo be mi like mi no ta ofe wona ni woke wo ingmena wolo mi ma yue mi odwe wolo nkade ko 1 page e sino ni ya no nke ingmena ni ke ingmena ni na afio ni mugo kemi ake agma no ko e bi e manya makọ no ni ke ingmena ni no ni akemi aka agma e here eke ya research ake agma ni e bi e eke nke ba no na afio e bi ake no na agma be no ya no e bi e ne pepepe mo no onukpa fio ni ke se ko do ba ake no ni fio o fa de enele je ake dwomo be ye shi no ni dwen ohi benin dwomo yo ni ke fio no ni fio agbere ye ni machine na ke nge dwomo fita ni mi fe lolo mi mo mi fe mi lenche ye bulu ona ni je ake mi fite mo ko klo yi mi mo mi fe mi lenche ye bulu no san makpa ni macha ke ma ya na kegbe ami adokwale san bi ko ni ho mo ma de san nyo ke a fi anyo ke jo gan age ya Cape Coast o tro mi age ngmene ni tro ye man nye ke de ke Cape Coast lolo be mini ni femo mini ni femo jino
ewo
anyway me and me noni ya no ye anekwale san mi ni wagbasa ne na be
yeah
eko me femo ni be wote ye ni bi ko ma mi femo e wo no noni ya no anekwale san ya no ba akwa Achimota Forest pe ya no ba akwa ni bi inka aka ni bi wujin she ya no ba akwa ni bi wujin ye ko ma mi tumo airport chipon na ho amuko ni je like je la anyu dibo no te fe afeta ho airport chipon abu ko ma ke she la meni yo mineke ingbe ayu ahun no mi che sha anekwale san odwe la mate aje ake agbara wo mi ahun ba aka ke she o mi teshinje alo mi enu waje anya mi me ekomeji wo yi ekome jiwo yo ni afobo eko klo ewo aka ke mi enjo su mini ujino no boy ga yu eko no jo su ewo ga je na kan yu alo mi papa ja dan no je GaDangme jojibo na ga ni o to ko mi o na ni no efe tumo wokpa wo mi papa kome mami me sro to alo mami me ona ni bibi na sa na ja wo mi wo hani na ka ni bi ja wo mi ahun po ake manager agbo na ege wo yu e bi manager agbo na boy manager agbo na batashi ake she mene no baby yu ne keke no ko nyemi ba atashi ake nyemi ke fe bo no ke mi ayu e mu e ga agbere no ba bo mo choman so bo mo fele no koklo no ani manager agbo na ame mo ba dumo wote ye wo shia te amegira wo mi inka ake ke GaDangme dumo show ba mine ke he oyo ke game wo dumo show ba ne ke bi na pie e ba mi wo ji meni wo chi oni ase dani me koklo me ba inye meni yo no te amene ke ame mami ye na me yo taflache ejeke ke ni bi ko me fe mo dana ba she ye na me she no ani be ko me amemo ye na me yo ji ye ni shi ogbe ya ke no na fi yo aken fe ye wo gamami ni mo fi amo ingme kwe ye ni ingme fa ye de me ke me fi oni bi ye de me te hu ona ni because chale shipon kan shi pi ye ko me ni wole no ngmene ko ke ma ke she agbe administration ne amegbe na mete ke wo se wo te lands commission na ka ke she wo akani bi e fa ngma wo hin no ka na ke she na mo yene be no wa na ka pepe na ngma e wo na mi na ka ti be ne yo ame ko no fia no ni je una ame ko ake she o wo mi ko ne ni ngmene mi ma ka factory e bi ne ka factory ke ma ni me 200 abachuni e bi mi ko ne ni ka ngmene mi ma airport e bi ke ma airport me 2000 bachuni e bi mi ko ne mi ma kolebu e bi ne ke ma la chamo ne e bi ne ma high me 5000 ni bachuni e bi ona o fe ni ke se na mo ba e here se ni se na mo hu ada si o fe ni ke se na mo ba e here o ko me to po ba ye ona ni like o ko be to po ba ye no jino ni gba na because bia ne to mo no ni wo yu pepepe ne me ko be fita wo yi na me ke gbe me ne ba yu no ba ke je na kan ne ke mo je na kan ne fi o ne ke
Yeah.
Okay, me ake money to me kakla je kakla. Me nani kakla ho ngbomo to me. Me nani nine ye kakla ye ngbomo to me. Si bomo no du mo say okay me ake say je kakla to me. Ni kakla de get to me. Je na ka di be ne town e fe. Se drum be na ka e. Bomo ko pa agile e. Ni ne tell me what you all. Meaning what you all. Look at this case of the ambulance services. The ambulance services neighbor.
Yeah.
What you last time in the for Shibo ni na ni nyemme
Yeah.
fitor na agbewe mo na. She
Yeah.
ambulance services they know what you all. Chale je shamonoko ni. Je shamonoko mi ake say bomade sa wala fita here. But in the end because of bomade sa wala ni fita here, whoa, it becomes it's a critical opportunity. Akeshienshi, mofia mo ba na noko ye. Mofia mo ba tuni ye. He send mo ba buy because tale life saving ne olebe no o wala ba heko. No enya ni mo kwa ba wabu. And if the ambulance is not available to help you at that critical moment, no enya. Begbelo boy.
Anyway.
No,
Yeah.
if again, are you on the kwake? Me come ka for da mi to e. Kwemo eni fe money. Ka for da mi to e. Kwamo any fame money. Nigbe ma design your day. I mean to wa many fame money. No me no jiro ni ko ni here yo.
That's all. That's all. Me no ni kwa muna. Tobule ofa ne ke ekule wo wiemo ekume I feel a bit hard and harsh. Not necessarily like we don't mean it like that, but sometimes when how can it be okay a document is fabricated by your opponent when everything is being played right in front of under our noses, like under our eyes, you know, you cannot, like, I don't think ake taflache amen now ake wole one nation okay one abeku ke one nation and amenini one under your leadership any be nete no and all that this document can document 2016 ton ejekpo onishi woje mene nokoni like ebani awie alo no ko ejenshi but afe mofia mo efedi na akwa ni no fia no na ma emi 80-90% of it nye fe umo nye kan nye mfe before the last 4-5 months nation so I don't think ake nyapo ake ubaba no ba deny but tombe no you all me da na nke course ocean no protect ocean for ocean e word ogboa onyema na ni no fia no nye fi onyemfe in a united front very difficult ake mukuba abanye shiami ne ba divide ne extremely yes extremely difficult so first was shiani sake was on me dan en you watch make wo manche make wo kingsmen now way across border challenge na anye leake no matter the wealth you are going to make ofe na kan shikmo no e wo call shin no kokwa I don't know. Sometimes all now be no by you more about Charlie. What can we be? What president take a fabricate document its political opponent na mekeba. And then a appoint new board members, yeah, GBC under GBC man Times, Ghana News Agency and all that. No give the latest update. In me, well, I'll move on. Okay, our next topic. But before
Papa na yo.
one way, 10 seconds go. Okay for me. Then over time. Oba. Me BNA what Town Council lane we always look at infrastructure development ni yano aloni sake e yano yeah was a thing and no ni cashing when government has invested 10 billion Ghana cedis in road infrastructure since January last year since January 2024 January nepe. It will call Ubu account January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. It was about 9 months, hello, 8 months. Boy, yeah. Boy, about 8 months. Ake road investment now will road me 10 billion Ghana. 10 billion Ghana. Mama convert my kwake any dollars. 10 billion.
Is that it would be at least in the no, it's more than 100,000. Yeah, a billion definitely more than 100,000 because mean drag share million than the business share. It's a low million number, but
I can 10 billion, yeah. Okay, it's less than 100 million Ghana dollars. It's less than almost about, let's say, 650,000
okay.
dollars. $650,000. Ni akewo road me. And finance minister beba wie. Ama quote le mi ekepin small ma quote ingbeleo. The road network is the backbone of our economy. Connecting communities, facilitating trade, and ensuring that essential services reach every corner of the country. By investing in our infrastructure, we are laying the foundation for sustained economic growth and social progress. Sometimes I like the way they I'm a exhibit or I'm a bluffo, mene. Especially Kesh Kasani. But me, I like the way ni I'm a small ni I'm a bluffolize ni be new anake no na me you or here on musician. Me change me. Nintate me follow book baby ene.
You be right don't go back sheshi.
Okay. Table one yemi e
bi ane me.
Oh, me elebo no no.
Fine call back here me won't facilitate the future growth of our economy by the road.
Ebo ni efe mo ke bluff gujin na you ko.
Jamie fine Jamie me can finance minister na ete no dey care won onisishi. By investing in our infrastructure, we are laying the foundation for sustained economic growth and social progress. This is the biggest effort ever in the nation's history in empowering the MMDAs to carry out timely, effective maintenance of roads within their jurisdictions. The bluffo. Ona come small nye ba kan na use of bluffo agbagbo na ba wo jeme. Na ake Kanta cross ni. Ewo onye mi. Inye me. Road e ko dinke fon jeme. Nye me na be dey ofo. Inye mi ake from 20 hey boy Ghana. Anyway, I think I screen and no juba. Inye mi Nintete ma passable ma kweno no ba wi ko ni ko wi ta nke no afitai. Okay, since 2024 January I invest 10 billion. I don't know unless you tell me onyemi.
Only Ghana ni yo jemo. Man can get me it needs a serious overhaul.
Yeah.
Sami awo ma fe atwashi. Sana awo ma fe atwashi. Awo la twashi. Ege no fe no gbe. Ege was our buari na ekum.
Yeah.
Because fe ma ge boni wo ya le ken no wo ba ya le I don't know le kemoko ba kotun e wa don yi.
I don't think Gake.
No, can me.
Boy, na kansusumapo. No.
Oh, and you mean that is the thing. On a mistake, any wafi or Gino. Wafili ake. Nike okwe. Hey, ni naka ni be by a friend naka oh wale wa joy wale wafi naka wale je naka ngbemeji wale eke pa igbe.
Yeah.
Naka njiboni mo filo. Ona boni ncho everybody oh boli kana blantai ele boli ame ona no ne ya no Kenya no ona ga wolenche wo blantai no ko to social media wolenche no won bash wo ya ke o wo me Ghana blantai le gbe shelo ejiwo wo wonye wo fe to mo Kenya bie na kan mo fe la ke o ne ke ba o ba no ke no ni wo ba fe Ghana ke be she e ba fo no ni te Kenya no ni te no Kenya. Ona niko kwa history fe na kan government upon government time tano na me fe ni be como Maduro ye Venezuela mene G&G hijack ni bia Maduro ke ye bene ba tano na kan agbene G&G ayele clearly election say na fe clearly ayele clearly ekpene eke we bia a manufacture ni bi guess what. I think the demonstration is probably still going on. We be a Bawo street there, no, I get no. What lo shiki no wafo. Police if we ne Bawo man ye. Police if we fit we be a na protesting. Police if we na ama quench demonstration eh. I'm a fitter citizen say they allowed them. E come fitter me like. So it gets to a point where meanwhile Maduro all these while like no company na ke police we ke boli ke soja for ke agbe protest. This time around the police will allow protest so na genji boni mo fe mo dun age o bi enele na efe ne ke bi enele na efe ne ke bi ene e ke gba ke gbe ora ni ma ni yo ya no ye je chale ma ekpoto. I am telling you we need a serious complete reform from the ground up. Constitution in Magasana wona chaff on Angmale. I am telling you, every institution you were your every single one of them sana kumofe ashwe were legislative system sanu what chakele the way anywhere appoint or judges sanu what chakele like everything needs to be scrapped down, completely broken into pieces. Allo fena chilashwe. Now start from the ground up. Because money wa yale can know about yale ma look I don't care which political party be batano in Basha me the magic majority of in audience say NDC be giame magic better show enemy fear me come look I am telling you guys can NDC batano they batch me yes some of you and you batch me I told them I can look and like me politically ideologically in a line of center left be vote on Democrats. Because that is my political philosophy. Them Jane belong here. On Aboni John. So can you Europe, my vote, my labor. If any your center left ideology, them Jane minko. But I told my audience, I go, look, I am telling you guys, can NDC batano, some of you, for me, you probably stop watching me. Because we can. It's frustrating.
Nagba nyemie a line airborne rough yele ko. Anyway, sometimes no you are I hope I will fair like so
no one can hear for no. You can hear for no, but just mean quest snippet say mean quick can quick in the headline say by me into detail. Look, this is insane. But in a bole me BFA what anyway your man say wali. Bekai kaf affair aliake every 3-4 years say sanaba GNW kon na ta no fe na fe no ake whether no follow e no fa ko. 5 years say 5 years and 5 years say abanaba famo no. Come on no gang me screen there no ni. Get a question can you fit your be can fit it is public knowledge. I'm on Tony about come on. Major Nile for is I think like 5 blocks up from here. Maybe they need to a clear no can't see the website there no man shika na can feel I can project there.
Yeah.
It may not about kind of budget go now about I input marketing I can scapi by in power then about I can scapi no need at 10 billion no no it's just insane. Can't see the website there no bear no actual me budget there actual me in the company name fe is right there in fingertips be no kawa je one in no match no na fe ni ayeshika I do every single place every single sector I mean yeshika ni keji okwa look I'm telling you Charlie. If you this whole week, Japan no kone ni mfine. A woman like I mean digress if you.
Oh, Charlie, because what we know, no fuse like in it. Just
you have some miscreants, you have some idiots, you have some nincompoops. In a fiction, it's a work of fiction. Meanwhile, under our very eyes, everything in the book playing out.
Yeah.
Everything in the book, play out exactly. Benangmale. On a bonichon. I told you, I can yeshika abani ababuman. Shabana, Patani Bian Abana. Look, Sanima, what will find trashy? I'm telling you, no two ways about it. Sana wo ma fair trashy. It Ghana New York, yes, Sana what trashy. We need to start afresh. Me, any work one sumoni when we should still one time what maintain this quote and unquote democracy lane anyone year. Can attack a constitution completely? Attack the way our institutions function completely. As an overall, every single thing. Ni was that sumo ni wabakumoni biye was that no fair no, and that is one thing. I am hoping if there is a change in government in 2024, that is I may allow a smooth transition. I am hoping one of the key things need the next government Bafeji constitutional overhaul. Constitutionally or I'll leave a purpose. The executive has too much power. And that is why they can do some of these stupid stuff. Because we were transitioning from a military regime to a so-called democracy. So Sana a lot of accommodations can no more Jerry. Asana had a lot of Sananya accommodate a lot of things. Ni ebani okay was sumoni soja for asani aya no don biane one sumo civilian rule. Biane over 30 years down the line, we don't need it again. Like all that power ni work executive me I can appease numwe. But ya mono lene executive power say I can take back a woman I can appease numwe. They feel like okay, if you don't go soldier uniform, don't still a man maintain some of my powers to go soldier uniform. Ebeo, we don't need it again. So sana pulo sana clip managing baba legislature challenge look sana because rubber stamp I'm a stamper. I believe we need a second chamber to be in the Senate. No, it is overly partisan, but we need it. Where you have intellectuals whatever fell to my UK no serious intellectuals the House of Lords. Serious intellectuals. I want to get to parliament. Anybody, if you have money, you can get hairdresser. With no secondary school education. I vote to parliament. Because she has the money. So when we are electing people like this, can you parliament? So we need an upper chamber. We can only have serious intellectuals that are non-partisan. Non-partisan, seriously. To mobile you are UK House of Lord say Nino Fen on the lower branch of Afia Cash, I fix executive I mean, it's the whole country is a mess. It's a complete mess. Sana wo ma fa atwashi na G&G.
But me and care it's a crime scene.
It is. It is seriously a crime scene. It is.
Yeah, it's a crime scene because
it's insane.
sometimes no a work of attaching one the quality of roads area me allow countries are bono fangbekete ni owner the quality of road, and you ask yourself in 2024 we engineers here Ghana now fear road within a week kenumbo it's not
the engineers, it is the corrupt politicians and how many? It is not the engineers. Look, no, I'm a few and I'm a look. Contractor and me kake ha. Bo contractor no pene ake oma 10, 15, 20% kickback ake ha. So imagine money
contractor at home. Come on, contractor at home first and foremost. It's not a big at home. They want let contractor neighbor fake bed and chair. If I cost 200 million there, politician could tax it 20% domo. No, I come Esika no eche. Te ba fake bed ojubang. You can't pay any politician by like 20%, they ben can contract and in the channel. So it is our politicians, I mean, the so-called idiots who are from Shiki Waha. I mean, these are criminals. They are armed robbers in suit and ties. I mean, they are criminals. I mean, armed robbers in suit and ties. I mean,
Ona, not you know, hold your fire. Ona, sometimes when you think about these things, Ona, the only you don't a work a dollar attaching on the life. No oba, you use such words to actually describe a particular minister alone. But kweni bini yano and words ne no ni fito ame onimshishin because onyo kemiake about fake in the 40s 1940s be ko mani yoga onimshishin kebashi bia ne afe ekoma afe po before Nkrumah ba take over and then Nkrumah ba fe and those roads are in good nick. Onimshishin in good conditions. Onimshishin than roads now fail in the modern era where compare other countries ni they are in the modern age maybe now if you what believe yaka a po neko po ba happen in Ghana onimshishin but yet one fail roads in 2024 ni kenumbo ne tomo beni wo more time ne show ni ajo wo kenumbo ken ne pe problem eba in this modern age I feel gutter. I feel open gutters. So lolo. I feel open gutters. If you want to speak English. It
starts off with the administration setup. It's a clear specific plan. What they make not to work to the side. How is it on any government level? In fact, we too much to be able to say China, Japan, of 3 countries nearly fear. Mexico fear, Canada fear, USL fear, and like a UK fear because in UK be a tuning like Australia being fear. How is it actually your top 3 in the most recent 6 months, even in the last 24 months? Your top 3, top 5, top 10 contracts, they are also source contracts. Many your J experts, oil drilling, for instance, there are very specific companies with very specific skills. You call hire me. Right? Even no length, yeah, now 2024. On your can show me fair 360. No, one company capable of drilling oil. Or near Saudi, or near UAE, or near China. o anye Venezuela, o anye South America, o anye no Russia lenche po amenta oil jeme. No kemo mi ye no anye.
And a lot of them, I'm a bet that is a I'm a bet. A lot of them, I'm a bet. Let's say, 2-3 years.
I'm a bami. No high onupa. Let's say the management company, which is non Amefiobi, they are all doing management companies. Management there, okay, how onupa, fine. Or high Nestle. I can show you no belly water plant. No high Nestle. No more factory here. Okay, there are no companies local to mommy. Now, my name Nestle water plant there. I'm gonna work beno. Ball and now ball, maybe should never get now. I bet through me, like a ball about ball and about ball and I from factory. No, can I say she Obama, your mommy. Even if you split the contract among 2, 3, 4 people there. Now, me tell companies say can manage the daily day-to-day activities. Now, bare factory. No, then what's left, right? The biggest piece of the contractor okay has sole source. The supporting pieces of the contractor who can sole source. No okay has sole source. No, na me no di many banye na said na mo yeni na fear. No only me many on agwa mele na me mobo because honestly speaking, anagwele is not is to get the Benin Mobo in Chumodu, but Anago is not a real place to me. Like there's no way Nigeria is a real place to me, and I will not admit over the next 50 years or so of my life, Nigeria is a real place. Me be like a Ghana in a smaller scale, right? In a smaller scale. Let me in no convey like a baller example. My name in we have a toilet roll contract. In Malebo, we have a toilet roll contract. We have a cleaning contract as well. We have a snow removal contract. Like I said, China no anye. And even if there's a stipulation, right? There's a stipulation. The large company gets a particular percentage of the contract, and the small companies there are required by law. Like I said, correct. Sister husband with Pinojile. Money in Zoom line, and papa the egg nature. Man probiete, Malebo, and Mamika Babasha, man probi, Ganojile, Zoom line, Paddy, Ganojile. She can't no hamo nakae. The first thing you do, coffee konoko kra, Jani Biami. Many ball, mommy. You need a separate small business to handle just them. The equipment you are provided, you need another contract to provide that. The maintenance of that equipment, and then the supplier of that equipment you are using, you need another contract for that. And then you need a third contract then for the person who is going to inspecting to make sure I can do more RFA. Now, coffee koka or 4. Kolebu yo. I fall in here, Kolebu. Toilet paper, Kolebu. You provide food, Kolebu. Now, all the supplies you need at Kolebu, you have 4 individual contracts. Of those 4 individual contracts, say, is 10 million a piece. At that 40 million a piece, let's say 150 at 50, why not jam me? 1 million a piece now goes to a smaller company. You have 50 million, 50. 1 million a piece goes to smaller companies. No, but not jam me now. No, my name is a mila ke she call ya no chumo dan traffic e bi ni truck wuji na ya bi na ba she call taxi feel no joy na ke mo ko no chumo afio le bi sure negbe ka pay delivery e bi yes e wo mila in a short term market traffic no she pay delivery jemo ya ke she maybe wona delivery e wo mami aye gbeke na ke truck ya ko me show na ko me pe ke ama she ko block gbefe e ko me pe kolebu ni be di kolebu yo mi shi an here kolebu ncho ja ke mi shi an de me it kolebu no tu kolebu yo be me na deliveries ni ya kolebu down na deliveries ya kolebu I only you do for that
that's very interesting.
You are telling me I can amo Mami tuni e kitchen kolebu. It is fair ni kolego no pi atuni e kitchen se kolebu. After deliveries, no like aya amo. Boo akemba. I mommy boo akemba. No every 3 days I can hear nimba because ana honi. Sana te show akemeni your kolebu aha children's ward, women's ward, cancer ward. Be I supply me toilet paper. Again kolebu and the way you are. How many patients here amba kolebu toilet paper? Cafe that 1 contract toilet paper pay. Come supplies abona banyana. I won't put linen contract now falling inside. Inside go nada. You mean you are getting me linen contract now falling in every week. I have some ata egbugbon afe na falling na ke kusaba. Challenge me. Again, again school ko be makable. BC any abembo mede no. Ke akwapu age sate kwapo ameham ye kwa BC no ngo na ga be ba manemi. So no what you Adash echo, akase no kofio. Ke me odoen ye, me boy ba ye. Ke boy ye ke ba te ye ke ba kwe. No, eko na eko be abasa mi hu e di maka nyemi no anabe eko la ke ha mi she manyama tuni maabo the ke tuni ha bo e ba hi she ka pa abasa la ka pepepe kolebu ni maje ka ni kwale yo kolebu mi e sani shika cheme ni yo kolego no ameyo bon based on the contract alone ni yo kolebu sani shika cheme bon the kolego she akwa kolego no ni kolebu machelo
yeah kolebu maje
mini no wo feel kolebu
back to the roads kolebu egbe den chenke ya kwa egbe yin e bia ne
masa bola kaje kole na kashi man probi post office onye egbe no tie fite kaje kole na mochi road come mochi road kaya boso kan inyemi no you ake construction I'm born na ka boso kan overhead ma mi kan ngbe ani na shishije na me bo femo they been doing it for 4 years now amegbekona 4 years amegbekona kan ni mo pone no you ake ba kan ni mo pone
ole ayemi
ni mo ba ne
talking about na kan gbe ole ake meji gbete is it no fan call jo eko road and contractor ke sani what
Gemino mini he wale boyo moko na pe bo akọ tuni no ba ke ma ko ba gbagbe o ba fitegbe ye bo se na mo yi no mo fi amoni yo area mi na ma me use ogbe le bi so de gbeke ame bulu jame mi na ba fi am sele ke side
but me po this is my approach me po call like a job ona before mahanye contractor to be no chon inyemi oba before no oba many ji word there oba ba no ba apply na habo na kan contractor no afi oba afi o visibility study alomi male no okay o findings ko ni bi baba okay shipon na gbe ni woto ofi even government tell ba afi o mo pop dan akmanye but what call like a contractor say po ba afi okay e ba chon bi wo ba afi walkway wo ba afi bicycle lane wo ba afi ina kechi ba wo ni na kan ni ne heni akloa mi ne ba chon wo ko majeme onushishi alo date meneko shrine ko ejeme e wo to do this wakame we they are expecting a compensation from the government. Energy what they are looking for, and then there's a negotiations now before about award contract, right? So
before about the no fellowship.
Before about the show so onyo ke miake agbe naka ni bi efena onmishishi and then oje road there shishin no ashejeme ake date any your jeme efangbe e baba back in 3 months time. Hey, Kwe. I love Ghana.
Once again, an avenue now I can cover no. There is no way ni day to go from there. I'm a Mali.
Inyemi je no pe. But no taflache obumi bulu mo. Like nka ke mi no you. Baby no you. Me no you. No try ke me.
No excuses na me.
Ayaba.
The guy was on radio. He said it. It was me. That is why I'm surprised. I care roads now fear already 10 billion Ghana. But the truth is, this 10 billion Ghana, nobody is saying Africa a lot try a road project. No problem. You spend scar, but you have what value for money.
Return on investment, no, return on investment. Blavo get ROI. No, it's not what you are. Mini the ROI because can bulu Jimmy po alo gbeke Jimmy ni na ni can you born no can signboard mashi wo fe no ko be okay be ko chi ho esan mana no ko can you come ho esan mana no ko
forget more unless we're China
unless
we're China be na ka me fo no ko no be ni je ba ka tell you ni e ko yo aje magic onu shishi anyway Tubuloy, the taxpayers' money, okay? Okay. Government has invested 10 billion Ghana cedis in road infrastructure since January 2024. It will find an ocean here. Ke portals, your ocean here. We'll find it. Try OMP no care like if you get 10 billion na ja quota na here ekushe ko shina na ekushe ko
Nyami opa de ni waka faith mo won jama lo wo shu ame here she ofa na kan tracker na me ka be fe what is it some electronic project tracker and you no ni je ofa na what check action. Vice President there by okay amefe electronic update tracker you know government projects fair at least fair them no ofa de nyenta o sani ofa de wa kwe ke wo ba nye wa kwe ko nu na ke na ka ni epete dem lulu ko nu wo fe shu ake no nu wo you je mo wo ja me
ni that no you obi an no you made mention poake any work a low contract na ba akba hamoko nationwide there should be a place Nikoti a type Obana and Obana the investment alo Obana Chicago
I don't Dabi because he's observing executive privilege. Eko na kaniba what is it the ASDL in Jonoko was one of the oil near Naba fair recently no J Rigger penama mi tranke ahon Nana mefeji Mimbo either Manasseh Jew na Agyapadie Bright Simons you ake the deal was okay they set up na me chale bekume ka won fe woni ni bekume enu ake wo kase oni ye blofo mai he tash ni join ake bolenche ka fe ni bi ekome no uta no copy like etumo o copy ni yem ko se she ma sa bo na bi no ake bo ma bi o kwa age she no bile what fe down be wo fe water class down na fe chale wedu number 1 mi no ma o ma bi okay ke chale wenu number 1 o chake da bi chake ko no nke ya see I mean pa me no you essentially handed off a certain amount of gold, actual gold, to this company to invest into Ghana, to manage Ghana's gold. They to sell it to manage Ghana's gold. Similarly, I make the same thing with oil. Ghana Standards Authority already, check oil, the oil additives, how the fuels monitored from the beginning of now checking the spawn. I don't cash off fuel let me buy to monitor certain things. And whole contract there like a $300 million nuku. Jamobe, here's how it began. And almost all of these things, where it all goes back to 2020, 2021. They aren't in here going now. The company hasn't even been 12 months old. And all of a sudden, you are so sourcing a contract to this company. After being set up in 2020, they are so sourced. They have the most expertise in their field. And I'm a field. How many individuals did you hire that have PhDs? Petroleum petroleum B. I'm a share coming in field because number one thing they do is safety. Safety I can share because I'm a little bit more easy. But I don't know. They are always honest in safety. Okay, but then you are not monitoring the downstream. XML, thank you. XML, you are not monitoring the downstream. The downstream, Ghana Standards Authority was already monitoring it. Now, then why would you need to create another contract? Literally the same contract.
EPA systems monitor. EPA monitor. You are company only affair. Look, I'm a GMO from the EPA, Ghana Revenue Authority. Moko yajame ona bonincho ni aform ni lege no afe no kono machine no gidi no pa no company no awoe ame.
2020, so the most experts. Similarly, hotel na meta na me ho sure na company na ka that had literally they've been in the red for multiple years ongoing. You want to sell the majority of your shares to them. Boy, you want to retain shares in that. What's your bossy mining company in your bossy? Me call be like GaDangme Show. Oh, I'm a scaffing of because in there, Obasi, I mean, good. I say not a few years ago now, Ghana government actually is a minority shareholder in Gold and Watch Ghana.
If you not,
but some before
but Imbra, the question I'm bianye. No one is sometimes Charlie in Ghana crime scene. But the question is, what do you think ake wo jame as jetre alo agbo na shion ni ha bo na ka ke ne o chenisi ni o handle what do you think ake wo ni Ghana what ni what we have over 50% ownership over
me call your pressure Me malebo, my you simple. Call your person. The reason why you have to call your person.
What's kind of yeah, eco share 50%. Our ownership share 50%.
Call your person. Call your person. The reason why I say call your person at this particular point in time is call your person. No kodi kemu kubake ba he ne ba hon ya bo ba joke ba ko ula je here because be na honu awo. A honu bottle water how was so much so I can change what they make that no pet no word no. What she pon word mo no. What she pon word mo no. Lands Commission to be in you mafia so you me. I may do she pon an wake. She pon ni oteme. What tell me, papers expon here. Got the Lands Commission, many go back hey, Kofi Akufo, Kofi Kwabenyanjo no from again. Let him money here the official lawful documents on here no can go accord. That's 2. And 3 nutumo. He just said no no bad no true no kwa ba. Can we quite sure my dear. It's the largest body we have. Careful no kwa manya try will no my sure na ma molo ni milente my. No
in a year I decide
okay. So she no ya hu no ba kweni no ba nyo ye she poison le onyo makiri no ko bi aka me nye wo nye na ejole ye agbene show no ba ya show na no ba molo no aye akeba ke show nyo ya show na no amolo ye ahun po ko imen na me ko me ni yen lele buji yes ton ne no na ma me mo be ne ba show no ba ye afio ha iba no na eko no ba ye no be mi na ehwebo no ba afi omo ye bolololo yi okwako obi ye ni to ma se obi amen fopo okwako ame omo ye Robo mi nation no ba afi no ko bia ke mi nation na ma wo mi answer di call your person go call your nation my makoto my iko makaka o call your millet mi mu free no nation fe amefe le nuko na me kwatole the worst the single worst part of nona me feel jake. They are so individualistic in their mindset of being nona me feel jake. Kem me but then na say na mo ye here if you show ake mbi tuntu ba na say na mo ye. How do you give a maintenance contract? The purchase of the ambulance first and foremost. Okay, but obi. You try to say Oshano, right? Oshabi Oshano. Okay, Hale. I will put the maintenance of it there. Okay, no, Bukoko. Okay, Hale, no, pepe. No, you true me. I just go to true me. I just go to true me. You true me, pepe. No, she can't eat the true me. No, no more. I burn. I can't bow up. No, me. You can say you are gonna get any adu. Cecilia, she can't bulujile because she got this and do kashi bena ba mole e ko plan ojuba e ko bi e to mi o do me ma fa te mi be ko ba yo ole
what me go me o chale what nyemi doctor e ba bien what me go me doctor and what nyemi doctor e ba ni na wo doctor bien on flabo kemba bien ene oko he be ba chemi aloko he be ba chemi ni wo mani ofo sabishi because what we and any passion say ya what me come na kan shika agbagu eko ba wo sate on mishishi this kun wo ba nyen wo bola be ni yo ewo doctor one way about Amabo menendo na heni work topic here. Government has invested 10 billion Ghana cedis in road infrastructure since January 2024. Finance Minister. What fine? Bo Obawo Ola submission, and then we'll move on to the main topic. What fine?
Oh, thank you, Minga. Cruise MPPB you wonder the way they they take Ghanaians. And me, I don't care you're corrupt. I don't care she don't try and insult my intelligence. No, that's what I don't like about this government. This is what you are doing. People are experiencing it. A whole minister of Tasha Geshe, there's no there's no later Obawa Kageshe, Dumso is finished. can't no co started go how does it finish?
Exactly.
And that is my problem with this. To be frank, in like managing Ghana, and I know I'm digressing here. She managing Ghana economy is difficult, right? It was can't your opposition, that $1 to 4 cedis is too expensive. We are still import dependent country. Boda fair all that no. This thing is plans in feel it's not working there. What you have to do as a normal human being, or your conscience, you have to apologize, accept like I'm failing or I failed. I'm failing or I failed. The only way as an institution you can solve a problem is not first or recognize like there is a problem. These people are not doing that. They are just trying to gaslight Ghanaians. Like, we are going crazy. People are telling you this is not right. This is not what you promised. They raised free SHS card, and I'm like, really? Is that the only thing you want to campaign on? Is that the only thing? And if you I'm a buyer and I can free SHS direction. One, free SHS as it can be proven in official documents, it was started. The implementation started in 2015. It wasn't the whole. The implementation started.
Yep.
The NDCB, I don't know why they didn't do a lot of advertising on that thing.
They actually campaigned against us and America. This is what we are doing.
Yes, yes. You started the implementation. Now the major problem Niji Doomso, you actually NDC is the government now put a lot of resources into increasing our generation.
They actually fixed it. Yes, they fixed it.
Increasing our generation.
2017 budget
yes, it was captured. In 2010 to 2020, power generation increased a lot. It couldn't sustain. It was Doomso were experiencing that time. Mahama time. It's not like 1 year. What can it be? Basically, power Benjamin. We needed
the demand was higher than
the supply.
Yes.
We needed to increase the supply, and that is not a 1 year job, 2 year job. It takes a while, and this guy managed to actually do that. He did that before Shijeme. Coming back to the road issue. You've invested 10 billion just in roads from 2024. Two questions you have. Are you trying to play politics with Ghanaian lives? Some of these roads needed to be fixed or worked on. You chose not to do it until this time. Play politics with human lives. When I can boy on this roads, as a government, you had the power to fix the thing. No. 1 May election year, and that is not morally. That is wrong. Morally, that is wrong. Secondly, investing 10 billion. People are showing videos. Roads na me feel. Roads na me feel. 4th grade, 5th grade roads. Can you know what I wash it road there? These people, we have to remember they've borrowed the most, almost 600 billion cedis. What national debt stock? Let's just compare in our brains. Mama, borrow, I think 120 billion. What kind of infrastructure ni Mama? 120 billion.
Yes, a borrow of it went from 70 something billion. They get 120 something.
Yes. Walk like a borrow 100. Walk like a borrow 100. We can see what he did with that borrow. Or like a infrastructure ni about 4 ni wo ba nyo ke pay na ke ni bi. We be na me na make 600 billion. Me na make fee.
Show for it.
Aside the 600 billion they increased a lot of taxes. They introduced 11 in full MPP government. Inlay from inlay to economics in Cassia. That is against every principle of if you really want the economy of the levy to increase. That is wrong levy to all interested in all these taxes. You've borrowed all this money, and what do you have to show? What do you have to show? What do that MPP government me your partner market if you court am a performance tracker get am a performance tracker toilet
What you ain't na go about what you no
I'm my toilet film mofiamo toilet
Hey.
Na kan twa me ole na kan twa me tiafi ba omi an chole tiafi manche.
Really yeah MC Alomuko district chief executive coach can make my toilet Okaba will performance tracker me. Mini I feel. Mini will be in there and sometimes in radio I'm a corrupt practices say in can carry we been there. The way now I'm smart here, this I'm a moves for corruption. Can you make half of that smartness? Developing the country, it will be better.
They will rule for a long time. I'm telling you.
Yes, like a smartness. Nina can feel this in sometimes sophisticated deals. I can tell I make a corrupt. They can work developing the country. I mean, of course, they don't care about us. Another methodology. We just want to control the country, and that is you can't. Look at it from why are they not developing? No, you get it wrong. None is missing in that equation. G. They only focus on controlling the country. This all makes sense. Okay. What they are trying to do is just make sure we are in control. Moves now me feel is leading towards that goal. Yes, you hear corruption deals like Agyapadie, Gold Royal. No. I'm all the deals say Agyapadie. Yeah. I'm a book Agyapadie. I'm
a royalties. Yeah.
You think about wow, we be enter actually scaff any baba from royalty say what now around $150 million a year. I'm entire company could pay just $500 million for our gold royalties in perpetuity. Perpetuity means like forever. Until no more blow a trumpet
forever and ever.
Be Baba, I'm a bagbo. Still, they will be getting that royalties. It won't care. Wow.
Company I'm from like a company.
Yes, you think about how smart they are. Company they registered the company where you cannot find the people behind the company. I'm about to pay $500 million. Can Ghana? To company, one company or money your company or who is the owner of the company. Ghana will be end up paying all this money to these same people. And I'm like, wow, we've been there. Okay. Last Cocoa. Okay, they entered into a contract. Cocoa, they will have to I'm buying home cocoa at $2,000 or something. No code to Monakai. Nibia and cocoa prices on the market increased to around 8,000. Well, we still have to sell it at 2,000 because we've gone into a contract. Neke corruption deals if your neke cocoa price ne. I a lot of ways no I know how cocoa nike prices say increase but by increase actually options. Well, instead of over promise.
Yes. I'm a more many, but they bully Jimmy. Like me, mommy, she did bully Jimmy. Book up, I hear me no 2,000. Like only me and your Togo, if I hear 8,000, you know, my horrible.
Yes, cannot blame leaders for going to such a deal. So if some mama used to work, the deal is just it doesn't make sense. You should be able to predict like gold prices cocoa prices it could go up. It sign like a contract there should be some windows sneaker prices increase.
Dog, they know. Look, if you know, God, the cocoa board. God, set up now, your honor.
Yes.
New Yorkers, the New York Stock Exchange.
Yes, I know.
Their setup is like that.
Yeah, I know.
I am telling you.
No, I'm share.
So
I know. No one can share. If they really are using that smartness, now make a few corrupt deals neck and be into just actually running the finances of the country, we will be at a better place because no good businessman will go and.
But do you think they want us to be in the better place?
Yeah, don't try to think from why are they not developing the country? You get it wrong. She cannot. So not like a missing piece energy. No, we want to lead the country. No, they are not doing what is right because they are doing what is right for themselves. And what is right for themselves, we are going to make sure we make all these deals that favor us. I'm coming. We make all these deals that favor us. And that is what is going on. And sorry for digression. To summarize, I say it doesn't make sense. They are just trying to throw dust into people's eyes. If they really wanted to fix the problem, it should have happened a long while ago.
Back on the roads, real quick, no more doing nobody. Back on the roads. Look, it is so surprising. From here to Kumasi, Accra and Yakumasi. One lane in, one lane out. All these years, Accra and Yakumasi, one lane in, one lane out. There is a whole stretch, Nico said, one lane in, one. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. One lane, from one big city to the other. One lane in, one lane out. I mean, what sort of animals are we? Stretch every single day.
And enjoy like and it doesn't even require you show like calculus wujin kefita on way obino as simple as you can and I'm a jomoja make one yahekuni and the first and foremost is Derby, right? The most simplistic thing to say is Derby. Jake, what they make me taflato no kwajiwo. Yen was share where be where ngame no what boy we kufemo. She what when you mean many years say tuntu. I'm a university. I'm a magbe school now. I love magbe school now. I'm in town no. For all those people who are in that particular pipeline, well, my name is what you're almost no pipeline of one side to the other side there. Mini jam a plan ke ha me. I can get me 100 egbe uni na mene. Sana me a national service war. And then after that 1 year, they have to go into Nukwe. Are there positions or are there places I can change? Oh, what a private sector touching? Well, like a government sector of the 100 there will be able to absorb 20. The private sector has been readied itself up to be able to absorb this particular number. Okay, fine. The places where there are compulsory national services, say Korea and Israel, there are other places who have compulsory national service, being that 1 year, but mostly it's for military service. See, even after military service, the civilian sector is ready to absorb almost a large percentage of Nakangbe. When Bioyake, all the same, all Lebanese being businesses, registrations, whatever to do what they are doing. Fine. Fine. And if Anukwali were you all again, me, I feel no good money that you are done. Then that means, in my opinion, Ashanti region should be the most developed region in where there is between Ashanti and Eastern, because between that particular group or those groups that border around the Ashanti here, because as far back as we can go, after Rollins said, I may not pay me Chicago. The only other person was Mills. Mills, it can to me, but Mills let you a different mommy, which means I can some way Chicago buy any yo. None of you as basic and as simple as that. Magic tell me about this particular thing. I haven't been to Riyadh. So I've seen pictures of Riyadh. Because it's close to the capital city.
Yeah.
Schiphol in Amsterdam. Because she's Schiphol airport there. The area surrounding Schiphol for similarly to London. Because she London for onye no je kwe kutoka airport no ba na bulu ani bi fimo. No ba je kwe kutoka. No ba na bulu ani. I call light kutoka no mail bag. No bag ba je kwe plane name. Ne be ba ni na boye no dumo. I call light airport. The whole airport I call light. No go kemi ake gbogbo desa na echo e nu teteche ta flat echo e nu teteche e ata TV no ne ba ka ke parliament ka be pay am like me ma kwa me like ano ye pepe alo bo no ko gba osisi mana mini no di no ni bo ose e wa afi na ka ni no fio. And then me money crap on in town in like in town man we sent po e koyo me is the educational minister. Okay, I will have be tablet. I'm a tachiashi. You more year me can you money. I'm a tachiashi. Oh, I'm a tablet. Oh, I'm a what? Tablet take cavitation. I mean, I'm a charge. Oh, son of a back. I'm a boss. Sono. I'm a son of war. I mean, what do me? Oh, I'm a tablet. You mean I'm a tablet. I got a school. Not tachiashi. You more nation. You know. I won't put teacher draw keyboard. A draw keyboard. I can I'm a table. No, now make a bit better. Let's say the chalk. Get chalk. Can you more ne classroom people no ni put na ma can you more ne but na you more back classroom maybe single po zingle po ebeko ebe zingle sunflare po ni yo dem po sunflare halfway no can you more no e ho mi
ona te na meta no classroom and do solar energy o do na we tablet e ba pete
It's so funny. I'm telling you, man. It's just no le na tablet test on the lenche. Ka okwe the way ni ame ele tablet lenche. Some crazy company ko no me ame jeshi. I mean, exactly. Ni ko okwe. Ame a tablet about $200 a piece.
Yes.
Ni tablet ni chon where mile $70-80 at most. Yeah. Best Buy.
Okay,
right.
Entire na feel tablet tele my mileage $20.
Yo, and at the quantity to which you are buying I make a discount take home bag
no genie.
Me, my whole problem with even the tablet there is from Kenya. You guys really need to give the tablet to this Ghanaian student. You make an employment creating machine. Niji, you like tablet bag bine. Why don't you create we get a local company to manufacture this?
Manufacture, yes.
In your
base. A local company no me and
they don't like made in Ghana.
Thank you. In your more teacher for ni chon lo ni chon wo bi ani. Yeah, man, maybe the last time na pay me. Pay me. Maybe the last time na pay me. Mono ta ne chon gbeke bi ani I can make the last time na pay me. Bi me, I'm akebo. No bi ani. Yo. I'm a certificate exam to become the teacher say I'm akikolololo. No, me na question. Yeah, for bafo. Me na question. Charlie, in your Milan say, okay. The thing about the crime scene is, we all admit but I disagree with you. It's not a crime scene. It's not a crime scene because oh, ni mene ni lolly chale lente be esade afọ gbe ni lolly chale.
Money can jeme jegbe agbele lente ba kan jeme ni na ke ba gbo ni ba kan jeme.
No, what man na gbe wo na pin wo agbene moko fita wo no wo we ku mepo wo lente wo we ku mepo du mo se ke o mena nte sumo esade gbele na egbo epo ngo na an po shika de yo alo komi na yo agbene e ko ale no mi ko be po mani ma ye komi agbene lo no na ka se lente po gbegbe ejeje mena je mo gudile because again ni bi e ko me ke gbo ma de sake ngbe na we have to admit akeshin shi oh chale me no fit ko yo mi ne kene. Oh, again, ni mashani makeba ke o nwenu sha. Ta flate. Ko nu age koyo mi ba go o nwenu mi no fit koyo mi neke. No your money. See wanye wa he wa ye like we can't even admit the basic of need to admit akeshin oh chale. No ni ya no be no way before. Moko ba te se ba ke ba akeshin no is sadly. No, how do you go from there? Ngoge no baya.
Anyway, Tweboloy, road there trigger Sajimpi ni neke imagine we more lenke eke oba wie wona ko ogbona e wo fine e show last ni no liake last topic ele no nek baba e ba hin shi ni wo pick topic ele wo pick wo ba wie and fine just 10 seconds pe that then I can call get 10 seconds pe oba for me ni oba eko. Tubule. Enele mi yawukeba. Minismo. Woye Achimota Forest no. Ni declassify Achimota Forest and other national reserves. Nekeni ne onake they always find a way now me feel neke majani bi na do G&G. But social media there's always like banake die ba ya we could months feel ba ho ye ke eba surface ekon. And in May 2022 the then deputy minister and minister of lands and natural resources Samuel Bujinapo eba we no ko ake everything I have done I inherited the matters to do with the acreage as in the size and noni buyer to a particular family niji owo family ni yosue and all like the brouhaha surrounding again neke shipon here. I'm a pretender to moke ni eba na ba awie blofo fine. No la me boy modern na ba habo history beautifully. But the truth niji no any machine nita flat chair isha is the same. Just that I can neighbor ba talk to no me ne fit mo afufie ba yen benya na one try and watch akenu keke but it's still the same. The fact that I decide that I will not be as in ministers can akamajani be need they have to make a decision. Actually, national it's more market national monument, but what like a shipon what keep to shipon what shipon ni what make harm because Accra was the capital or Accra was the capital. Can you use shipon don you can have back to the family, but they always find a way. It goes back to Agyapadie document ni bane with regards to I'm a page 30 with regard to GBC. Ni ko ukane no na how they want to hijack GBC ka mo etan then aba facial ake many opposition many ame kamea line aba chi ame ke aiko and then they start to sell the assets of nakai like GBC about how ame frequencies can akamajan ke ha ame chronics it's the same with neke lands ni watch make ha government na use can you use ni alo nyeke fe no ni assign aka ba fe give it back to family ni ke hanye but dane abana ba coat noko na kwa bole noko eke akeshpon ke 20 acres square awe ha family asort am out ene work afi government project no ine assign ke ha ekole ni 30 a load of new kind Dr. New kind ni lenche cafe project ni at the end there ekole project eponi cafe ake my company ko ejeme 2 years ko pe no agye ni ejeme and then money ke ha lebe bako and that is what they've done and sometimes each mama hold himself this mama you no ko ne ba baletomo okay tribalism allow you are trying to divide war but many fear majority of these decisions they are not from our own and they are doing this selling our properties taking our properties na me can enrich amehi ni wo court ya me ma mia ama mo ni bi show ke majema ke kwel wo te gan ni wo te gan ni wa na ni wo ke ba ne onmishishi but me question ye neke Achimota Forest and other reserves New York especially Accra ni shipon kan na hona ken fefe ni bia is ani wali de say amenalo alo amenulo ni ka amenna na amenu mini poten amefio ye ka ke amefie no ko woni water bia no wo wa wie he with passion what can be done
Father, am I you here? Me
pass
me in ele majek bomo ade saye no am I really beni blofo ba ke
ba ke ta flat cheba den
Father you and kwale sane ye sane no bie wo maka ke dabi ametwa ma emumu ike oshilafo ye no ni ya no ye blofo ba ke the average Ghanaian no eleje no ko ne ya no ne ba agba mko ina Ola no oche egbe jinapo makeba ke chenshi mineke no mienle sane and in na nibi come 1-2 nibi come ye no nke manye se fio makono ne fio ni na le world forum na mete either Switzerland njo no kona me yue to mo be no yue blofo wujin eta maka ke inane me blofo me eta be mase no yue no ni ji no ni your 4 ke no ne fe ne sha no kwale ni mabuta flat ake shenshi wo ye gbema de sante ayu ono kwa ke adukwale e ko me penny the truth it has one color yan no ba cha keke ya beku no ko ba ni drum alo ba fi na mba nke ba ke shenshi oh nyemi mpa ofa no chin say ni machine ni aka ke ho ni bia ne no mumita ma fe fluff you no fa ne maximum ma wo chin say ni cafe ni ka gbe ne mu tashi na ehwefi ake mahuma yeni ake jepo ake intashi shimi nkwabu ake nchi se ma bo tun mi no kemi akọ ka afi ekulo kefe ulo okefeko chichi se machine shagbe ne biko ehu nyonko mehu ochi ehu afi ehu chi se ma o maselololo oba bimi ake o impa ni eni machine okefe no ko fa na ma fa fi o ka afi no ko shagbe ne mumi na ake ke ogbe ko ni na nna ko ke na ko gbe na kokefe okefe no ko unna kwa kokefe sagbene ni efetu mo bonomi je bonomi oba bi na ke ha no ba bi na ke ha na ehia bodon keni akwose no ko ba moni de no ba bi e oba bi ekole mo no ba bi e ebe wala shin le mi lololo alo mo no ba bi e ebe no ba anyo okele ayu se bi e ehise na agbene ni efetu mo echobo mo no mi na nukwale nyemi ele yu minta on ma yu ni njem ko nyemi yu ake lands commission wonye woke muko ayu lands commission no ba anyo okemo jem no kele ba akpagbo epo ake no na yu oba he no ba ye amele no na me fio na me hie kan ni bi na no wonye no wo yu fio na ke benini na yo won she heko mi shegbe se mo ni yo di ake Yeah, we could make a car trata. Before back a collateral damage, I can say many baffy no que, Batamuku, Nicola left ready a cake, a woman like no pet be ship on your. She and I, Bemadison mean bafu, near she's dear no boy, Bemadison mean bafu. Bemadison mean bafu, yani lepo, Obano Hano Mayebu. So near no tashi, no quo be here, no Mayo bile, no Calako homo yele, Akashi no war. Obayi let's come in, a bafu, the batom in a bow. See after the second day, the first, Enyo, Ete, Edre. Enye no ba no kela ke shenshi homoni yole no na no no kuma le ne ye de homoni se ta ke yin ne atai kokolo na ejo yin ye jementi ye no ya bia ne because ye no ya ame yin kan na me fio again yan no ba ngmo ma eko ni ma kan e yan ni mo kokolo ba ke o fe ni ni milente ke yin me na nke bo nyemi osulafo na mumu ni moni nu nipu eto enu no ahun po wo be ni wo yin me kan no to egbele e won mi ni wo ba fe ye no bia ne ye no sure what no ba te so do motion in kegme okobo de makela ke lepeji ganyo ni fita na afio na afio in kegme lepede ye la mate e fita wo ahun po ye gamache we lenche po in kegme gamache de ni le ba nyete e we bi e fe ne ka matashi ahun po jemi me wo ka she he not overlord of all of them say jemi me dia me no cha me ne ka matashi ake no ni ya no biko ba she ni game wo ba she ko no lenche wo ba ka she wo manche me no ye de wo ka me ye don o choy manche no ba do choy manche lo ba no choy manche shagbe no o tell he na kai that le no ko it's meaningless e no ko no ko ha mama de sadon no choy na kai no ko ba ma fa ntumo na otumo what te no wa tu no di me kagbe ye mo bibi okoyo me no di gbe ye mo ni yo me because ye na ya me ni nye wo here na me here fa na me try me onu pai ni me ni fio no na me fio me kana kan ni on fita because ke o je mo jo ame ona many fit our here because we can you moku ameke na nye na je ni dane na dabi ye gama sate ye ke o fe no na ehi anyo a trouble akeshen so wula no fio ehi no fio ehi ni ake trouble je ni moku nchewa ake julojibo alo moku nchewa ake kwashi ajibo she ko fe ni nesa ehi hia aka ake na kan ba yubo ahun po wo shi okpa je ni wo jabo ye pa shi mo mi e so suba pepepe ake shi obu na kan pa no je no ko ni mokoklo ba aka wota se won je mo wojo won yu aka kebo mo no fi okoko inme na wote mekuma ni wota se wo inme won na no won kebo no fi o ona no many yo wote to mo beni nyami nu yu aka shenshi ndc bi enwa me na bia na aka yu mo fi amosane sigbi ko baba nika wo yu nyesane nye ka fo ya fo ni yu nye ba fo nye sane kenye joni many yo bia na won fire me nye sane kenye batano ni nyele ni bikome ho ni nyebona kabulu ani efe mo no wo gba fe nye lenche nye ba bi nye ya kese be mene ni wo kenye yo na kenno nye ba fe o pepe na kenno pepe wo ba fe nyo ye na she nyemi musu sha ni fe mo efachon ona hia no ba ya school na ba chose buke brofo wujin no ba yue ba chele no ba musu sha ni fe mo efachon nepa no pedi no wo bi won bi bleu no kan no ye pa na ke bleu en wo bi obo eto ake she wo mi fuko wo mi efu shi won bi bleu kemba bleu en wo bi kemba chake mo suban dani wo bi ke mi fu ke wo ke mi fu bon ye no na ba fe bo oyin ba ton ajo se no mi no pe machine ame ye wo te no no wo fe la nyo ba ke de teshi nyojile ni wa nyo ba ke she de osu nyojile na kan ni bi efe wo ke gbe wo hin na kan fite wo no wo she si wo dumo shi ake mankome gbemekome di won ko ni bi pi ne e she heko wo shpo gbe na okay ka woni aba wo mo o ya ho ni agbena
simple. Doctor, before Bebo Sano Yakoni need to take a wrap up because fire.
Yeah, no ma kenoji ke wo manchame kinsmen ametashi and they allow people from other regions ni gamenye ya other regions ni ameya claiming lands na kai na mbatashi ni they will come to Accra and take over and Achimota Forest ni is supposed to be for the government ni they are repurposing it for whatever they want to do. They should just let them or fight to bring the land back to the Ga people. Kametashi ni a disclassify land neni. I'm a fight in a baba the rightful owner say. They are my own manchame isame. Nika okwe, these people they don't work in vacuum. No one are from a Japan and DA document there. There is a plan laid out. It was they've put this in place. You should realize that there is 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. Needs already laid out. It was not if you even look at the Agyapadie document, even for minerals, they already had companies in mind. They were allowed
346 of them, small scale mining companies.
Yes, they already had companies. Realistic BFA. One track data collection here. Declassify forest Achimota near your a prime location in Accra. You think there wouldn't already be people lined up to take it up? It's already in the pipeline. They wouldn't fight this. Then it's a emergency. I'm a fight. They only go with their selfish interest. They go ni aha me 10 plot, 20 plots na me feeding in Mobana. It's a emergency. The only thing they as the leaders of the Ghana can do in this moment in time is to make sure that if they really have to declassify it, it comes back to the rightful owner. See, aside that, boy, for me, I don't think that area of land that needs to be used for anything other than a forest reserve. We need to protect the already we are having a lot of floods and things. Some of these forest reserves will help get money because the trees say it can act as defense, like flow defense. If you want floods near Accra, even with them, without them, the floods will increase. If I increase, near already there was city here, it's not well planned. Oh yeah, this thing because Mokobana fine cool. No. Well plan city says sometimes you have some of these forest reserve I mean intertwined with like zoos can it be well they are all there, you know, when you're developing into tourist sites can it be all will bring revenue. Hey, you know bomo John no word John about machu about fame see all these things are part one making sure the ecosystem is in the right balance. 2, tourists obano development into tourism it will still bring revenue to the government. 3 if the third point will allow politicians declassify half poor. What prevents next time about declassify donation? Well, this is just a first step. I clear next time about there is we should be careful. No, I'm feeling here. Can you home Accra lands a fan? Yes, our forest reserve. Imagine A4 keke. A4 yes, greediness. I'm a Democrat. These politicians want to be greedy. Then we call on our leaders, our Ghana people, to be also very greedy and get the land for the Ghana people. They should also. I'm about. I make our plans. They get the land. Plans not making lands about they get so that they can get the Ghana people support. We get one naku plan and make a land about how do we the Ghana people ambaha nyegame mancheme support? Well, I'm a plans for it. to garner support for whatever they want to claim. I'm none can support it. I make a fair near underground. Tell us, get the land is returned to the Ghana people. Meaning lands, I mean like about fee. How does it benefit the Ghana people? No G plans this and I make a I'm make a Agyapadie document by Forest Reserve. No one anywhere.
Jata,
I care. The thing is,
no, Alan,
obo conversation around again.
Sit down.
And then even with the Agyapadie and Joe me na been actually pone. Me come we call come ni ke many you are ke many po actually amaya make a court if they believe ke many ke why then they brought it to court for character assassination. If Ameliake ni be na you about again at least ka oye na achebo julo ni mo oliake no julo ni mo cho boy amale ni be what law allows you to take the person to court. Allow me
Character assassination. No, like character assassination. Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna bow you bluff work. O find you go. Anyway. Charlie, me impasse ball will find it.
Look, I'm gonna take it from this political angle first. Then my shit. What my channel and come deal your daddy. Channel and come. I'm a kwame. I'm a way. In blast. So in a play 10 for this week. Look, President Mahama. Keji, it feel like he was cursed. For the past two elections, he lose. I believe, if there has ever been a president in the history of Ghana, he presented with an opportunity, he shape country than anybody else apart from Nkrumah is him. Yeah. When you talk about infrastructure, can you move from Nkrumah? Oba skip more famous, Oba John Mahama. So, in terms of infrastructure, he has that legacy. There is nobody building the B apart from Nkrumah to JM. Once again, to this country needs a fundamental reform. I believe he has been presented with that opportunity. Within the 4 years, can you feel a drum on a year? Check the fortunes of the country than any other president. If he wants to do it, every single sector, every single, if nobody imagine, it's completely messed up. And to my our constitution needs a complete overhaul. Complete overhaul. Saniwa realign every single thing. Nika the 1992, waka boomane. Saniwa realign it completely. Saniwa changing of like I said, a CK re-election. Don't. There is nothing on a boning chon. In 4 years' time, my election say so as anima kwe nima fe ni Ghana be dabi. Sane go hard. Ni fundamentally a check a woman. No one has been presented with an opportunity. Look, Joe Biden, he lose 3 presidential runs. Three. She get okwe. No neighbor failed the past 4 years. He tells you again there was a reason he won it time. Ne feel like us and they president. But the right time. Time when not Joe Biden here was the perfect time. And once again, nature can you more and everything that you believe in. Lenoni won the president Mama lose 2016. They lose 2020 because this is the time they will need it. Mokoni running down there like a 110 nikaji a will like a fundamentally about check ma about using like opportunity and about check ma. And I'm really praying and counting on him. Okay, ebana purpose e woni neke time eba fe president e kon Agyapadie bon shiki for mo fe mo two times le kometo e ajele Agyapadie ni ebana no ni ye wo. Because look, no ni te no ye wo ma me the past 8 years or na. No ni te no ni we be na fe the past 8 years or na. Me sole me hale, and I hope akebana no ni ye wo. Ni ashile koni eba this time around.
She in Katibo. I actually wanted to say, okay, no, you about your mama there. I felt the same thing for a while. And I'm very happy, okay, you are saying the same thing. Okay. I feel like he has a unique opportunity to make sure, okay, the president Nibi Kome is not right there, would not happen again.
Yes.
Well, this is a unique opportunity. He can make some fundamental changes. He doesn't care about re-election or anything.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
He has the experience to come in and know where exactly to hit.
To start from, exactly.
Yes.
I was telling a friend just yesterday, okay. Mahama Bene Espresso.
Yes.
It's a perfect opportunity for him to show Ghanaians, okay. Listen, I have only 4 years. I'm here to change lives. I'm here to impact something. I'm here to leave a legacy. 4 years, focus should be all out. And I think you.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that for a while, and I'm really happy. Okay, you born and okay, this guy. This guy can actually make himself one of the most important presidents we've ever had.
Yes.
Fundamentally change certain things that is core to the development of the country. Because of course, from a being there, I feel like Mahama is more of he has a good heart. He's a good person. That's what I've seen. I don't know him personally, but from this guy is a good person. What they true even somebody worse than Nana. It could be worse.
Yep.
It could be worse. Okay. Yep. Morally, it's not right to their recommendation. Okay. Supreme Court judges shouldn't beyond some number. Shinana appoint more than I think the recommendation is 40. Shinana is a lawyer. He doesn't care about the well-being of he's just appointing Supreme Court judges. Yep. What are you doing with all these judges? No, appoint you. Constitution upper limits them. The person who makes sure the country does the right thing in his 4 terms, and making sure I put a limit there so that it prevents each other. Oh, that's the fundamental thing. No, really, it has to be done. We need a president that has the will. Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Ona, so there are so many things ni ebanye fe ona bonincho. So many things. Look, forget about infrastructure. Sane check a man completely, fundamentally. Everything must be changed completely. And I hope on now for Constitutional Review Commission now present white paper no news decision channel. Noni I'm a lose election say. So I hope I revisit like a constitutional. The white paper is still there. I check what funko. Cause I tweak le few here and there few. After I can tweak say ni neke term na pass. Ni neke ni be afraid me. Judge said no man about cap. Justice is everything. A touch AP various sectors. Executive volunteer. Akumo wajim afro walejim P. They have too much power. He can do. I mean, a number of ministers now, but I can't be fair. Like we need over.
Yes, even easy.
Yes,
we need to remove that power of the president to choose the easy. EC is so important. Okay,
EC,
it should go to like
I would say IGP, even the Inspector General of Police. Like
Yes.
like we have so many nibini efe. Emma to Komepodon. I'm telling you about transform Ghana for the next 1 million years. Completely. And that is what I'm hoping I can ebafi. Now back to Washington. Look, one my blow ball so almost July. There are a bunch of thieves. I'm telling you, all of them. I'm a family echo. Trust me. Look, in Kebu, I can mean Batashi. You need to listen when I say something to you. I am coming when you tell me Atashi. Yeah.
Not
Look, I'm a lay fanko. No ko shiponko kula be. Ni abachake ye wolo here na me look. In the echo, in your information echo. Ake wa manche echo no lady enche. Eke me te lands commission. Ni be ne yo stool ko be mi ete ne achake. Ni menele no ko papa na sani manche enye because amole. No water wa no fear coffee or baji odu na. So our own people, what my chame no I may know me lands commission. Ni I mean chake be ye wojian. Our own people, our own chiefs. I may know. So noni corner ni attack me kwame. So far inako mancheko eba you no go. That's number one. Not a single statement from any of them. Inako. Inuko. Not a single one. Week nene African show say ni na me call me na me we be call me. Ka amefia ameje ba amefia me yaka me nuko ye man na menu by force. Look, a blow bolo is on. There is no way ni keji wa ye magia cheme. Ni ta flat che. Je abo bolo ejiane. Je odo twalo ejiane. Ameka me musuenye. Na me batashi. Ni aba je wo butu tamobe na yo wone. Aba ye wo butu. Ni ame no ame yesenka ame ka politicians no Washington na coffee ame no ame wo ma dia cheme no ame look cat aphobia na ha me lole bulu ko no awo Mercedes ko na drive le 10 years o mo eke ka ke ha me no aje ba keep le fio no eke no ame me o e ba chake e ba san wolu e no na chake gbe no biane no Nibi ni asani eba me fotoro mi aka wa magia cheme ni ame control Washington no ame le the way na me ba fight ni na kan shika every month alo ke quarterly ni sani government ha me baba no na me tage me da ne taflache omonyi ame no mo yi ame no na me leji amba ho ni ka ho nwe ona no na ke shika afio ona boni chon ona no na me ke shika afio. So I am telling you like I said, nege we be in honor. Nege we be in once again back to President Mahama. NDC is really principles and JJ form probity and accountability. Those are the principles. Probity and accountability. That still holds in the current NDC law. Because a lot of people should go to jail. A lot of people. Sana mete me piamon. Aboni ni osofo fi osofo ko na ebe ba yueko na ko osofo esa ni nwa awole no mo. Manche na ba mu emoko na ebe ba kpafai sani nwa awo na ga manche nyomo. Na ka ni we ye jeme ni ka moko fe ni e ko osofo ke shakes ke madia cheme e ka me ko ame mama e ka me nye judges asia ba me npa me fai ame nye ministers asia ba me npa me fai. I mean why? No, why didn't you ni one boy a blow? Me na blow borny. Shoko, your Netflix.
Yeah.
Achimota Forest. I get one of them. Ke obu. There is something need a traveler from the Amazon.
Yeah.
All the way to the forest. So lo sakumo no unimfie.
Yeah.
Another one, a traveler from the Amazon rainforest.
The bird.
There's
this.
There's actually something in the atmosphere. Only a help or what? Just what? Not even the birds.
Yeah.
It's not visible to the eye. She a traveler from the Amazon all the way to that forest. Every year. So we just want to kill ourselves. And some of the, I mean, don't these people read? I may ask you. Doctor, you are about I mean, I'm like forest or Jamaican one na soak na can water thing. A soak on na can water thing. I'm a Jane.
On a question and Obio yake, if 2024 and we are behaving like this, but yet what and they are from an era ni amehi egbeleku ameleni kenakamajani biye ko kwenoni ya no these two groups of people and men ameleni with all the technology new one here
Jenny aleni she a blow ball to technology wise scientific wise what advance
what advance
yeah
na kind time any akame advance square day
because I made a blow they were actually caring about the environment. What we don't care. It is there. We have it. You just take your phone back no banner. Google is free. Just type it right there. Everything budget go back. See what you may I'm a sumo man. I'm a sumo man fe beni I'm a sumo amehi. I'm a yele nakai. I'm a sumo man fe beni I'm a sumo amehi.
I'm a small number na e ma. I'm a small number na e ma he.
Yes.
I'm a small amehi.
Yes.
Okay.
What may be what current generation be I'm a sumo amehi. They are not asking what they can do for their country. To Mobeni JFKK. They are asking what their country can do for them. On a JFKK, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country.
Yeah.
What you may kind. They were asking every day, what can I do to make the country better? These people are asking, what can my country do for me? So the priority is screwed up completely. So that is the problem that we have. And like I said, probity and accountability. I'm going back to JM. Ni ole JM aneshe John Dramani Mahama Day. He's been presented with an opportunity. Ni president to go down in the history of Ghana. It can disappoint. No man, you know. All
right. Doctor, we'll find it.
No more.
2 minutes. So 2 minutes, I'll 3 minutes just to wrap up. What program about?
Yeah. Yeah, noni me tell my KG. At some point I used to think politics, it don't matter. Politics, it does matter. It affects every facet, every aspect of our life. And until Ghanaians say, we understand politics play a crucial role in our lives. We will not develop. And it doesn't matter the party, NDC or NPP. All we need to seek as citizens, are these people doing the best thing they can to improve on our lives? Are they doing what they can? In of course, human behavior, there will be corrupt people here and there. Inherently, human beings, we are selfish people. It's there. You still have politicians who are bad, or because of their access to money and power, to do bad things. there has to be a line what politicians say I can cross it, because literally our life there is at stake. You know, I always give an example. Okay, my mom, may her soul rest in peace. They were trying to move her from one hospital to another, and they couldn't get an ambulance to come in time, and she passed away. Yeah, in like she's not the only person who is passed away because of lack of resources. Okay, Otash Ghana, no, Ofe, MPP, NDC. It get to a time you will need a country to come to your aid, need a country and yeah, come to your okay. Now for your NDC MPP, we all have to ask for the right thing to be done. Okay, Shika na I hate taxes say. No ni sana akafia ka akeba ma hospital, akeba renovate your hospital, akeba my good roads. They buy transport to in and out. If I know our businesses are very good, that is what we have to fight for. It's not money by power, of course. You more create in such a way. Okay, there's always have to be somebody in power. See, the goal is not the power. The goal is, are we doing better as people? Well, and you know, we don't know the right thing. She politicians say, but me one I cannot feel it's not right there. We have to speak up. We have to let them know. Say no fear. You know, if you're mass, well, I need a mass example fear them. Or run a model, mathematical model, alcohol. Sometimes or tell the right solutions. Need to get the right solutions there. Techniques like a few typically on all at once. Eba started with an initial solution. Okay, correct it onto a banner. Onto a banner the right correction and the right solution. It was pointed in G. Yes, I'm coming. We can vote. I'm coming. Okay, I'm coming. we can vote for this politician. Say she. If they come, I'm a fair mistake. I no one correct what until process say by no bana mokoni e ba fe no no feel. It shouldn't be moko. Yes, I'm coming. It shouldn't. We shouldn't feel bad. Like I won't vote to our MPP. They are failing here. We can't speak up. No, exactly. Have to speak up. Okay, no, this is not what you promised. This is not what we want as a country. Yeah. You will try the next person. Can next person back? Can next person back? He's not doing the right thing. Until we go through the cycle, no money back help or back push the agenda of getting Ghana better. That is all what we want. Yeah, that is all what we want. Was money citizens travel to other countries and they are always treated second-class citizens. There's no place like Ghana. See, because of leaders, we are all trying to move from the country here, treat us as first classes into other countries. You will not be really accepted. You have to deal with it. We have to get to a point. Ghanaians will be proud of living in Ghana and succeeding in Ghana. Moko by university back to Mobeni a country is stealing the youth out of the citizens. Politicians in your name for president unemployment a fire country. Ni mokonke wake a put system in place ni Abraham Nitumo. Mokonka get Marble credit score. We been a mini buying now. Yeah, obey me 2 months after Obape alone. What's Obape alone? Okay, sometimes one citizen say, what can honey like I form your MPP me, I form your NDC me. What can honey? I need we make sure we think and vote. None by of course me will use their selfish interest can vote to MPP allow MPP retain power in some Abanyami position. Nakameye, they all fine. No, always NDC MPP, they always some percentage of vote already. So people tend to benefit and be. There's also some other percentages. We have to drive the country forward. MPP, no, if it's wrong, we vote against them. NDC, you know, I'm a fear, no was small to but no vote against NDC. Would let them know, okay, this is it. Until that, what continue that process and no, what I get to a point, okay, the politicians will not take us for a ride. That is all we want. That is all we want. Oh,
all right. Ni? O find the impact ball and back. O find out what's going on.
Radon Twebolo color next week. What about o find link nyesha invite me ni ameba link ja ke okwele live no ba say o find ke oye gan WhatsApp groups ko me allo Facebook groups ko ma mi ni o find bomode ni o ke link e ha me ni ameba filter wo GaDangme no ya ewo ni wo fi ono ni wo fi o ke Ghana no ya ewo wo e chen muku wonye muku muku wa wo shika wo fi wo ya okay edi wo yo ni we jo wo yeah well, you're good. On a money chance. So, Wakamogo Besandi, she 1,000 GaDangme equal Mama Papa Nebu, 1,000 Ghana, Afi Ojoba, Bonia Fe, New Blantyte, Mobeni, when you mean Doctor, you Aka Jofweni, Mokaka Kakashi, Ebako, cleaning job, your Mokoma, over a PhD, your Ghana. On a bonny chance, the majority of Blantyte, Afitani. So, one panya fight, if you ja link and you share, never join our every Saturday. Where you be so nye Radon beni waka na kan no wabata bi ni ke wana no go dey yin wabawe because 1,000 Ghana ahi 1,000 GaDangme ahi nye twa no manye juno abla of
yeah well when you me ewie mo fe table work program e baba na agbe I'm so grateful I can they find time to come and join and then Mobile Expressway because truth be told, there are not many programs in Kenya Gami on machine. Credit to Nyamini 38, but more than with a constant fire with a gun ke blofue mix. Ufane ubanyo ye channel no we are no bullet to. Agbene what doctor sometimes say ba mina chole X with the page and then the who hold a note down. Me who sometimes say ani how you in lenoniji she Saturday say le constant tell obaba but during the week in your program lineup speed she chale motivating yeah but one friend one me I was here because kept what we more di na mo ba we how then we'll run and go to people who doesn't speak our language, who doesn't understand our culture, to speak, and then later we start to behave and think like them. Boy, you want your own way of doing things. You discuss in both English and Menekoni a welcome me they want to speak and learn the Ghana language, but amenya me ball platform no na mba botu na me color words and then we go whilst we educate e wo table G&G show ngene wo ke banagbe wa ke nye Radon wo to be na share the link just so mo page ba share link e na ka you guys ani won ba share
that's right
ba share link share the link
all right bye bye
wo ba da ye ko